Hey, this is Rod coming at you with another video of a 30-gallon in my fish room, and this is three subspecies of the Apistogramma. There's definitely an agassiz in there, and the other two I'll write in the comments. I can't remember their names. They're not ones that I'm really familiar with, but I have kept these fish for about 4 months, maybe 5 months. I'll also write the date of when I did actually pick them up at the airport, as Apistogrammas are very rare and very expensive in my region of Canada, in Newfoundland. In any case, they are doing quite well. They're ranging from an inch to an inch and a bit, whatever that means, right? And yeah, they're doing really well. They eat flakes, Omega-1, freshwater, and the veggie flakes, and they also eat New Life Spectrum pellets. I just give them the freshwater variety, like the 0.5 millimeter, and you know, the tank is filtered with, again, an AquaClear 110 and an eBay filter. And the eBay filter seems to be clogged. It hasn't worked for quite a while, so I'm going to have to remedy that at some point. I've got a nice little Java fern pieces tied with a bit of string to this piece of driftwood. You can see that I've got 2 almond leaves, which I ordered from eBay as well, and I don't usually keep those in there, but I figured I'd try it and see if they'd like it, because I know they do like to lay their eggs underneath the leaves in South America. These are wild Apistogramma species from Peru, and I bought these from an online importer. And they're quite pretty fish. They were really shy for the longest time, and it's just recently, in the last month, six weeks to 2 months, that they have really come out of the shell, so to speak. And they're not as colorful as some of the species that I have seen on YouTube, maybe because they're probably still juveniles. Although I have had some adults from the supplier as well that I grew out myself and received at, like, you know, ½ an inch size. And you know, they were nice. They were real pretty fish, but not as colorful as what I have seen on YouTube. But those, I don't believe, were wild-caught Apistogramma agassiz, or agassiz, or however you want to pronounce it. There's usually a cichlid or 2 in here, females usually. There's a male and a couple females that like to hang out underneath this piece of driftwood, and that male is quite big, the biggest fish in this tank for sure. And yeah, look at that color. There's 18 fish in this tank. All of them are, of course, Apistogramma, and they get along quite well, although I know that they aren't supposed to. Maybe when they get a bit older I'll have to separate them. If you look at the fish, you'll see that the gold ones are in there, and the gold colored are the females. Check the clock out, and if you see any fish there that you think are, you know, look like a species to you, or they look, you can sex them, just leave a comment below. I think this is a female. Just hid behind that driftwood there. There she is, right there. She's back again. See the dark eyes and the yellow skin tone. That's also, that could be a male, but might be a female. I keep a sponge on the filter, again, just to, as I've stated in my previous videos, just to slow down the flow of the 110 AquaClear, because it is quite, it can put a nice current in this tank. you know, that'd be too much for a 30 gallon. I like the Aquaclear 110s because of the volume, like the size of the sponge and the amount of biomedia you can put in there. At one point I had that, and I had a Fluval 205 going, and I just, you know, in the last little while removed the Fluval. Because this tank is sitting pretty close to the floor, it's my bottom tank in my 6 tanks. You know, the Fluval basically was at the same level as the tank, which is not recommended by Fluval, but it did work. And the problem used to come with trying to prime it, and you know, just vigorous use of the priming button was able to remedy that. But you know, again, it wasn't fun. It took a bit of time, and if your suction in the primer was wore, that would definitely be an issue at the you know, ground level. Look at these fish. Look at the colors on that one on the right. And of course the one that's at the end, the one that's ducking down, just ducked behind that root there. These almond leaves are not expensive either. Well, I don't consider them to be. I think it was like $6 or $8 for a bunch of leaves. Plus shipping, of course. And there's a couple of fish that like to hang in here as well, in behind that leaf, in the flower pot, underneath the flower pot actually. And I've got this tank set to about, what is that, 82, 84 degrees as well, because they like the water nice and hot. And here, Aquaclear 110 and a Marine Land LED filter, or LED light blinds. You can see there, there's about 8 LEDs and half of the blue moonlights. Yeah, 4 moonlights in there that all seem to go at the same time as part of their setup. That's the first generation of Marine Land LED lights. It's the one that goes to up to 36 inches, and you know, perfect for a 30 gallon tank. Although anybody that's looking to get one, you see I got about 3 inches on either side. It's not lit, but I guess the light kind of, you know, fills the tank. That's Malaysian driftwood, and the gravel substrate is from Home Depot or Canadian Tire or whatever, I can't remember. But in any case, it's just pea gravel. I think these guys like a finer substrate, but this is what I had on hand, and you know, this year I've spent quite a bit of money on fish. And I had the old Ebu Jagger heater in there. Not the one by Eheim, but the original German made. And it is awesome. I've had it for years. I would say even 15 years. Still working perfect, and that's the one for a big tank. That's for 100 gallon or more. I think it's yeah, I can't read how many watts is on there, but it is the one. It's made for up to 100 gallon, I do believe. I used to keep it on 77 gallon. Can't beat the quality of that. And funny thing about it is they say they're not submersible. You're only supposed to bring them down to there's a line on there, and but everybody says you can't submerge them, and I've always kept them submersed. Right under there, you'll usually find a bunch of Apistogrammas under there if they're hiding out. It's one of their favorite hiding spots. I apologize for the dirt on the glass. I like to do 50% water changes on this, at least minimum once a week, if not twice a week for sure. I usually get twice a week, but the very minimum would be once a week. And about 3 times I have forgot to plug my heater back in, because I usually unplug the heater, and the temperature has gotten down to like 68 degrees, and it's been like, you know, maybe 16 hours like that, and these guys, believe it or not, survived, even though they like warm hot water. And they also like a low pH. Of course, this is, as all my tanks are, a pH of 6.3, 6.4 at the highest, and it's just water straight from the tap, and it's very soft water as well. It doesn't register on my test kit, which is made by API. In any case, that's all the time I have, and thanks for watching. And if you got any comments, leave them below. If you want to sub me, that's fine too. Great, thanks, bye.